Gilchrist seems to be rounding into form. And I'll tell you something. You might want to think about giving a little consideration to Josh McRoberts, their starting power forward for most improved player.
Yeah, he's come along very well.
But you still go for it, so that's something they definitely made him aware of. Good for Adams to be so aware of that early in the game and make that decision.
Durant is fouled and one. KD picking up where he left off against Memphis.
Every time.
Durant with a 37-point total against the Grizzlies. He was 10 of 10 at the free throw line. That was the 30. He's got the touch from three. That one rattles out on him. Roberts was probably as important as anybody in that fourth quarter rally at their place in late December. Had a couple of baskets, including a three, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. I don't know when Durant finishes as he did on Friday and starts as minutes. He had 4 rebounds and a tip in the fourth quarter. A blocked shot, and Leslie 8 minutes without a foul in the second half.
Russell Westbrook was so impressed with the way Hash came in the other night. He said he's that guy that comes in every day, does his job, cheers on his teammates. He's just one of those that
above the rim consistently. Al Jefferson has a great sense of how to use his body against the defender to take away their ability to block shots like that last offering over Hasheem Thabeet.
Cody Zeller.
Oh, nice move by Durant.
He is caught spectating. Jefferson turns it over. Tough pass in a tight space. Durant going right at 2 defenders, and then he's fouled.
Because anytime you can get Durant out of the half court, we understand he's a very good scorer. He can score the basketball with the best of them. But sometimes you need to get him easy baskets, like getting him an opportunity to get to the free throw line. That advancing pass from Reggie up ahead of the crowd to Kevin Durant to allow him to play one-on-one in the open floor gives him those easy opportunities.
So after a 30-point,
they understand, you mentioned he's a 44% three-point shooter. They try to get him open looks at the basket. And if you're going to have him on the floor, you got to utilize his special gifts, and that is shooting the ball. KD on his way to the basket. Looks like he might get some contact.
Well enough that it was pretty clear that he was digging down deep, and Westbrook had a lot of praise for Adams for that.
He has a lot of appreciation for those guys that come in and work extremely hard, even though their name's not going to, or their number rather, is not going to be called every night. The fact that they come in and get their work in is garnered.
Blocked. Never had 8 of those the other night against the Grizzlies. Durant looking for something a little higher percentage. How about a couple of free throws?
Yeah. You want to push the ball. You want to accelerate the pace in that possession.
Kid Gilchrist is charged with hits below 100 points, and their defense, but it is a 4-point game at 77-73. Durant to the free throw line. Here tonight. 15 fouls, so both teams are shooting in the bonus the rest of the third quarter.
This is such an important part of Kevin Durant's game, getting to the free throw line in high volume.
Well, when you're shooting 5 of 18, that really, you got to see the ball go through the rim. So, on a frigid day that started with freezing rain and then morphed into snow and sleet with thunder and lightning, for goodness sake, Taylor and Shawnee doing us proud. Using the hashtag 3 out of 11. He's been much better than that lately. Durant knocked down at the 3-point line.
That little hit throws Durant off his shooting rhythm.
Now, Steve Clifford is arguing with Alandis Poole, who made the call, that Thabeet basically threw his body into Tolliver, first his hip and then his knee.
Well, we saw that the other day with Randolph, who committed the foul on Steven Adams. They rescinded the flagrant one.
Shooting 8 of 13 on the night, 19 points, 7 rebounds. He's got 3 assists. Durant for the Bobcats, who have 28 points to paint. The Thunder 32.
11 fast break points by the Thunder. So the Bobcats doing a decent job of keeping the Thunder out of transition.
Against a defender like Tolliver, you're going to have to get the ball to Durant in a hurry. Or overload the floor to the far side, let KD take the defender one-on-one. He has 25 points. They kept him quiet on the glass, though, relatively speaking. 7 boards. The Thunder with a 14-rebound advantage in this game at 39-25. Durant isolated on the far block against Kid Gilchrist. And gets in the shot clock. He spins and scores.
We saw a similar action to close the game.
YouTube, and we're using that hashtag We Are Thunder. Looking chilly out there, Brian.
Hard. Dang. Well done, Misty. Durant gets deep and scores. And once again, Westbrook and Durant are starting to play G like it's closing time.